Hello everyone. This is Man United Inside again on it. Welcome back. Manchester United player ratings versus Bournemouth as Anthony Martial and Bruno Fernandes poor. Manchester United lost further ground in the Premier League top 4 race, slumping to an embarrassing 3-0 defeat to Bournemouth. Dominic Solanke silenced Old Trafford when he gave the visitors a shock lead in the 5th minute after United captain Bruno Fernandes gave away the ball. United struggled to convert any chances in the first half, with striker Anthony Martial failing to justify his inclusion in the starting lineup over Rasmus Højlund. The Dane was brought on off the bench to cheers from the Stretford end in the 56th minute, replacing Martial, but his introduction failed to have the desired impact and United were 2-0 down by the 68th minute. Philip Billing doubled his side's lead after United again gave the ball away cheaply before Senesi headed in from a corner to make it 3-0 on an awful afternoon for Erik ten Hag and his players. Our chief United writer Samuel Luckhurst was in the press box and here are his player ratings. Unconvincing with his volleyball shot-stopping technique, albeit from Dominic Solanke's offside header. Did not cover himself in glory for the last goal. 4. Diogo Dalot offered little against a disciplined Bournemouth defence and Anthony did most of the running down the right. Selfishly shot when Rasmus Højlund was available. 4. Harry Maguire, United's player of the season so far, was their player of the first half, but he lost Marcos Senesi for the 3rd goal and culpable for the last goal. 5. Luke Shaw moved back to centre-back and Solanke was a handful, but it was Philip Billing who outjumped him to score. 5. Sergio Reguilón, proactive but seldom incisive in the final third until early in the second half. Defensively non-existent. 4. Scott McTominay had plenty of efforts at goal but they were all blocked and his general play was sloppy and Bournemouth bossed the midfield. 4. Sofian Amrabat, his positioning caused United problems with Bournemouth's breakaways and his passing was too loose too often. 4. Anthony endeavoured to get United going in the tepid first half but couldn't. Faded in the second half to end his decent run of form. 5. Bruno Fernandes, tireless as ever but could nowhere near as influential as he has been of late on a turgid day for the United attack. For Alejandro Garnacho, ineffectual in the first half and up the tempo immediately in the second, but United could not get an equaliser. 5. Anthony Martial, responsible for one of 2 harmless hits on target before the pause but a dire downgrade on Rasmus Højlund and did not last an hour. Cheered off. 3. Subs, Rasmus Højlund. No discernible impact. 5. Manager. Continue to rotate up front to United's detriment when Martial should never play for the club again. Made a change too late. 3. Erik ten Hag outlines what Alejandro Garnacho has to do to become even better for Manchester United. Alejandro Garnacho has started the last 8 games for Man United and his performance level is on the rise. Erik ten Hag believes Alejandro Garnacho's development at Manchester United is going according to plan after another fine performance in the midweek victory over Chelsea. Garnacho, 19, started for the 8th match running against Chelsea on Wednesday night and provided the cross for Scott McTominay to score the winning goal in the second half. Since Marcus Rashford was rested for the League Cup ejection by Newcastle on November 1st, Garnacho has started every game in Rashford's favoured role on the left-hand side. Rashford missed the win against Fulham through injury and the draw with Galatasaray due to suspension but otherwise lined up on the right to accommodate Garnacho until he was dropped against Chelsea. The England international missed training on Friday as he was unwell and United say Rashford is a doubt for the visit at Bournemouth on Saturday. We make players to make this development happen, ten Hag said of Garnacho. It was our assessment at the start of the season that we wanted to bring him and wanted to give him the time to deliver what he is doing at this moment. There is big potential and there is a lot to build on, but we are happy with his performance at this moment and happy with his contribution. The foundation and basis is always the defending part of his game, but attacking-wise he has the key actions, assists, counter-attacks and scoring goals. That is very important for an offensive player that you have the production. Garnacho made his United debut under interim manager Ralf Rangnick at the age of 17 in April 2022, and he was included in Ten Hag's first pre-season tour squad in Thailand and Australia. The Argentina international reported for his maiden first team pre-season early after appearing in the Toulon tournament, but failed to make an appearance on tour amid issues over his attitude and timekeeping. However, Garnacho has not looked back since his first career start against FC Sheriff in October last year. Ten Hag is adamant Garnacho's transgressions were minor. "I haven't seen it. I don't think it's fair. I was aware there were some issues, but these are young players that have to learn what is needed, the lifestyle of a professional footballer. But in the meantime, he knows."
Harry Maguire sends heartwarming message to Man United staff, teammates and fans after winning Premier League Player of the Month. Manchester United's Harry Maguire sent a heartfelt message to staff, teammates and fans after being named Premier League Player of the Month. What happened? The centre-back kept a brilliant return to form to be named the league's best player for November as voted for by fans and a panel of experts. Maguire becomes the first defender to win the prize since Liverpool's Joel Matip in February last year. Receiving the award, a clearly delighted Maguire was quick to thank those who helped him overcome a period where he was deemed surplus to requirements at Old Trafford. What Harry Maguire said. Player of the Month, posted a beaming Maguire clutching the award on Instagram. "Couldn't have done it without my teammates, the staff and you fans. Your love and support doesn't go unnoticed, I appreciate it." The bigger picture, there's much to admire about Maguire's gritty resurgence. The 30-year-old was stripped of the club captaincy as manager Erik ten Hag made it plain he did not figure in first-team plans. Reduced to a bit part and cruelly jeered by opposing fans during his rare appearances on the field, Maguire remained stoic and has taken advantage of United's injury crisis to win his place back in the team. The defender has arguably become the side's most informed player in the process, as the Premier League award underlines. What next for Harry Maguire and Manchester United? United have an opportunity to draw level on points, at least temporarily, with rivals Manchester City with a win against informed Bournemouth at Old Trafford on Saturday. Maguire will no doubt continue at the heart of Ten Hag's defense. Borussia Dortmund want €30 million or Manchester United attacker Jadon Sancho in exchange for Daniel Malin ahead of the January transfer window, according to Sport Bild journalist Christian Falk. The Red Devil star is set to leave Old Trafford next month, having fallen out of favor with manager Erik ten Hag, but his wages could prove to be a stumbling block as his former club looks to seal a deal for his return. Man United are keen on Malin, and Dortmund want either Sancho or €30 million for the 23-year-old. Ten Hag wants to bolster his squad, and the Netherlands international attacker has been identified as a perfect addition for the Man United attack. He has bagged 4 goals in 12 Bundesliga games this term after ending last season with 9 goals and 5 assists in 26 league games. Malin can play on both wings and as a number 9, and his finishing and ability